Hi guys, welcome to another Touch of Film. This is a video I've just done on the spare moment. I've literally just finished watching Okja, the new Bong Joon-ho movie. It's on Netflix and I literally just signed up to Netflix to watch this movie. And here's my thoughts on it. Okja stars Tilda, Swinton, Jake Gyllenhaal, Paul Dano and Seo-Hyun. It is the story of a sort of like genetically modified crossbreed pig hippo, created by a large business called the Miranda Corporation. They created this animal for harvest that doesn't leave a big carbon footprint like most cows do. It grows to a massive size, produces a lot of meat. So the film starts off with Tilda Swinton, who's the CEO of Miranda Corporation. She's got a few issues with her family. Her sister used to run the business and her father used to run the business, and they were both sort of gave it sort of like a black mark against the business name. The father and her sister were both quite psychotic and weren't very, how shall I say, ethical in running the business. So she's taken over and tried to give it a new name, sort of like paint it up a little bit. So she's talking about this super pig, which is this, like I said, this breed of hippo type pig. And how they were going to breed it organically, and they send these pigs to different countries, to different farms where they're bred, and it's a competition which creates the super pig. The film starts with a young girl called Mija. She is played by Seo-Hyun. She has a really good relationship with this pig called Okja. It's sort of like a man and dog relationship. They're best friends. Wherever she goes, he goes, and he's always looking after her. There's playing like an older brother really, rather than just a pet. And things later on progress where the big corporation tries to take the Okja away from her, and the whole story unveils as Mija tries to get back Okja. The acting in this is absolutely phenomenal. Jake Gyllenhaal plays this zoologist. He's like a bit zany, oddball type character. He used to be like a bit of a celebrity back in the day. He had his own TV show talking about animals, and he's now like the face of the Miranda Corporation. And at the same time you have Paul Dano, who is the head of the ALF, which is the Animal Liberation Front, and he's at the same time trying to help Mija to get Okja back. He's very anti-big corporation and tries his best to stay ethical while still be very anti-establishment, if you know what I mean, very rebellious. The direction is phenomenal. Like most people who know Bong Joon-ho, he is one of the best directors, not just as an Asian director, but in directors overall. If you're not very aware of Bong Joon-ho, he directed great movies such as Memories of Murder, Snowpiercer, Mother. He's just a fantastic director. He has a very wonderful style of filming, and this is just unbelievable to watch. I really enjoyed this movie. He's just a fantastic director, and the story is so wonderfully told. It has got this feel of being very anti-corporate. Now Bong Joon-ho has these sort of films, these sort of plots in his films which are very anti-establishment, anti-government, you know, if you've seen Snowpiercer, it's all about poor versus the rich, and in The Host, another one which is very anti-government. It's an ongoing theme in his films, which he really sheds light onto. And I did try to see if he was like a vegetarian for this film, because this film has got sort of like a vegan agenda to it. Whilst he was vegan whilst filming this movie, he wasn't really a vegan. This film really made him want to be a vegan, but he went back to eating meat. That it is a great movie, guys. I really recommend it. Sign up for a free trial with Netflix if you can, just to watch this movie, or if you're on Netflix, definitely check this out. Just to watch a new movie by Bong Joon-ho is just phenomenal. This film did open up at Cannes. There was a lot of criticism about it due to the fact that it is by Netflix. It didn't have a cinematic release, but I think cinema is really killing itself at the moment. I mean, just to go see a movie out at the Odeon or View, like these big multiplexes, it costs an arm and a leg nowadays. I mean, I went to see Logan at the Odeon. It cost me nearly 50 quid. Whilst I prefer to go to independent cinemas in London, like your Everyman cinemas, the Picture Houses, Curzon. Sometimes you do have to go see films in the multiplexes, and they're killing themselves. The cinema industry is killing itself, and they're just giving way to Netflix and Amazon and streaming services. And I think the Cannes Film Festival really, it just seemed a bit prudish to just look at movies being from streaming services whilst at a high level like this movie. I mean, you've got one of the best directors in the world directing a movie here. You've got a great cast, and just because of the production is half done by Netflix. I mean, it's also produced by Plan B, which is Brad Pitt's production agency. I think it's just silly, really. I mean, movies are movies, whether you watch them at home on TV or at the cinema, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm not one that watches many streaming services. I love physical media. I've always been a physical media fan, and I always will be. But streaming services are the next thing, really. And I think for cinemas and these movie industries to stick their nose up at it is just really silly, because they could tear them apart one day. Anyway, enough about my ranting about Netflix and the cinema. Okja, please go see it, guys. I highly recommend it. This was on my list for the most anticipated movies of the year, and it's definitely up there, and it's really like I really highly regard this movie for this year. I think it's 100% worth going to see. So anyway, guys, if you've seen it, let me know what you think below. If you're going to go see it, let me know what you think, and comment, like below, subscribe, and I'll see you next week, guys. Take it easy.